being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team from the American, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense changing the play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Larson. Dances away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets open down the middle. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Larson. They get to him as he throws. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Punt is on its way. And that did not help the cause as the punt is marked dead just inside their own 35. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to go up top on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Let's talk for just a second here about Tulsa. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a...
Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
To the air, it's Larson. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tulsa.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
Well, that's just pitch and catch. At this point, you're just trying to create some rhythm in the passing game, so you find your tight end, stick route, middle of the field, doesn't get easier than that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Tulsa. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Larson. Flips it out in the flat. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw again. Finds his man. It's awesome. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Ducks are facing 3rd and inches. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on! He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Guys, he's already got 44 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. He wants to change this route. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try to pass their way in. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further. And they'll turn it over on downs. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. A quick pass to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Handoff to the lone back. Pitch up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air, it's Alford. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Final play of the quarter coming. He might want another play. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Punts it out of the air. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Larson. Makes the catch, it's awesome. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. He leaves it with his back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Buying some time. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket, forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Alford. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. They'll try the run. Got enough for the 1st down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. All right, guys, let's take a big view of Tulsa. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the 1st down, and it's a 4th down decision time coming.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Grabbed in the backfield. It's awesome. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Back to throw. It's Larson. Dumps it to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They come into the season #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You dang right we will. I mean, you don't recruit like they did this offseason and be the #1 team in the country without getting a ton of impact guys that come in and contribute day one. Palmer, there's a lot of young, exciting faces.
Yeah, they don't look like freshmen either. I mean, these guys look like grown men. And remember, in recruiting, a lot of these kids were promised to get on the field very, very early. For this team to have the success they're hoping to have, absolutely these freshmen have got to go.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Larson. Looking to the big tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Makes the grab. There he goes. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Wants to throw it. Throws for the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
221 wing, 22 water, 22 water.
Back to pass, it's Larson. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Timeout, Tulsa.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
22, water.
Might be changing the route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a two-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Getting set for the point after.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Looking downfield, it's Alford. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, they're after it! And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Larson. Makes the grab down the middle. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job at ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it and keep possession.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Nice move to pick up yardage. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big first down.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Alford. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. They want to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Church. At the 40, there he goes. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. From the gun. They'll try the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Alford. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that is no fun for that wide receiver, thinking you just ran all the way downfield for that. You're not out here trying to run gassers or get conditioning. You're trying to catch TDs. What's going on?
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They kick it away on 4th down. He takes it at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing 2nd and short. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
How can a stadium this size make so much can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Grab near the marker. It's Charles. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
He'll pull it on the read. And some room to work. Makes it past the marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Tulsa will come to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, you can put this...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Larson. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Tulsa will come to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tulsa! And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Give to the back. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
4th down. Coming up.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for us.
Oh, he's got some space. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tulsa will come to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
He pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. They'll give it to the back. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They tack that last score on just for good measure as they are getting oh so close to putting this one away. The kickoff is coming. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Larson. Gets rid of it. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's awesome.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
To the air, it's Larson. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Pace, 27, jump!
To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule,